Hello Sagittarius, happy Saturday. Welcome to your daily focus tarot. I'm doing a little experiment with the new deck that I have since a lot of people don't watch on Saturdays. So, a little patience today. Four of Serpents talks about King Midas, whose touch turns everything to gold, but then he accidentally touches his daughter and turns her into a golden statue. Examine your attitude towards wealth and possessions to ensure that they're not keeping you down. And the clarifiers, 7 of Wands, Page of Serpents, and 10 of Wands. Okay, let's do the Page of Serpents. Pages are messengers. They're also studiers, learners. Sometimes it talks about children. Page of Serpents, perpetual student, devoted to learning and fiercely intelligent. His or her loyalty is total in their devotion to the work they undertake. Complete is with the other three pages. This one is liable to commit to a particular discipline and to follow that with single-minded intent. Their solidity gives you a fresh impetus and a feeling that no matter what you tackle, it will be a success. And then we've got, what was it, 7 of Wands? 7 of Wands and 10 of Wands. So, 7 of Wands. This is talking about you have climbed the tower, scaled the mountain. Now you look around and all you see is yours to command. Meetings, discussions, negotiations are all important aspects of the route you have taken, in which perhaps you will take in the future, but you have summoned all your resources to this moment, and you need to be cautious within it. 10 of Wands, a double edge to this card. It refers to carrying burdens, to treachery, people bearing false witness against you, and the resulting injustice. On the other hand, it implies that you can weather those storms. So somebody may have been, a perpetual student may have been influencing your wealth, influencing what you do with your finances, influencing your money in a very particular way. Or you're studying how to maintain your money so that you don't have this struggle, so that you can end this sense of burden. Now, 7 of Swords has come up for quite a few people. Let me get back in here. And it's an interesting, but actually pretty good. It says that you might experience unexpected misfortunes, setbacks, frustration, accidents, loss of precious objects, or a dear friend. That there might be some sort of difficulties, but you can get relief from it. You can overcome it. You can approach these problems with a clear head and start afresh. So anything that's a sudden turn of fate where you are not expecting it. And this 5 of Serpents, this talks about people who are outcast, starving, shut out from access to help and kindness. Abrupt changes, like going from wealth to debt, from lovers to enemies, and your struggle to break free of that. It's intended to represent individual effort the struggle to survive and create a good life, and mastering your resources and ensuring that everybody else around you is also nourished and cared for. Your loved ones are nourished and cared for. So this sudden change of events, you can overcome it, but you're going to need to be really careful about it. The Six of Serpents. Okay, this talks about giving gifts to those less fortunate than you are. The Robin Hood card. It represents the shared resources of a society or group used for the good of all. All communities learn to value the commonwealth of a society which encircles everyone. Perhaps you have come into a windfall and decide to share it, either with deserving friends or a charity of your choice. Alternatively, you may be in the process of deciding who shall benefit from your wisdom or who could succeed you in a role of authority. Because it isn't always money in the issue here. Interesting interpretation of the Six of Pentacles. Okay, or Six of Serpents. Then we have the Devil. Some will recognize in themselves the feeling that they are too perfect to find anyone who can reach their impossibly high standards. Ooh, so this is more talking about not charity, but who to give your wisdom to, or who to leave your legacy in regards to your work. To find anyone who can reach there. Others are simply afraid to acknowledge that anything or anyone is more important than their own personality. It is all too easy to become trapped by this narrow self-delusional approach, which sooner or later leads to the poisoning of life itself. It could be said that the card suggests a harsh journey to reality, where delusions fall away in the shadow realm. Especially we see the chance of breaking free of negative emotions. You're encouraged to look deep into the dark water of your soul and become what you are meant to be. This is a call to destiny that we try to escape all too often. And let me read you a little bit about their description of the devil. As the Christian church used the figure of the fallen angel Lucifer as a peg on which to hang every possible manifestation of evil, so in the tarot card of the devil, the central figure has nearly always been represented as a monstrous, deformed creature. Before the devil ousted all earlier creatures of darkness and negativity, the image was probably a representation of Typhon, the vast dragon monster of classical myth, who emerged from the underworld brandishing a flaming torch and bringing disaster in his wake. Typhon, notice the word typhoon. Typhoon. More recently, following the esoteric revival of the 19th century and the blossoming of pagan reliefs in our own time, the devil has become identified with the god Pan. Interesting. I would have made that association. Spirit of nature and carefree abandonment that Pan is, and as such has been deemed a positive influence rather than an evil one. Yet despite this, the essential meaning has not changed. In whatever form he comes, the devil card brings connotation of self-aggrandizement, or if we think of him in terms of magic, as the black magician, whose aim is only to raise power for himself rather than the white magician who seeks to raise power to help others. Our devil has an air of insouciance, casually inverting the flame in his shadowed self. Interesting take on the symbology there. Kind of cool, but interesting, yeah. So, when you're looking at when you're looking at passing on what you've earned, whether it's your knowledge or it's your the actual wealth, when you're looking to set up this long-term wealth, this long-term stability that you fought hard for, and there's this unexpected turn of events, if you're looking to pass on your knowledge or your role of authority, like a job change, be careful when you're looking at the person who's going to replace you or the person who's going to inherit your spot, is what this is saying. Recognize that there are people capable of inheriting your spot and good enough to inherit it, but there are also some people who are essentially only in it for themselves, is what that's saying. That's kind of a interesting take on the cards in this deck. Have a great Saturday. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.